let's jump on to the PSR SX900. PSR series is our portable range of keyboards. We have various ranges, entry level, which is PSR E. We have PSR S, which is in front of me, and as I said, we have the Genesis at the very top. So this one features some amazing new functions, for want of a better word. Some of the extra things that we have across the front here are actually all the sounds, so I can have 4 sounds now as opposed to previously 3. So I've got an extra right-hand sound, 3 right-hand sounds, a left-hand sound. I can do both MIDI and audio recording and playback, which is sensational, and access to that is really, really cool. Our styles, there's a whole bunch of new styles on board that have got fantastic programming in, and what I'm doing today is playing you a few pieces that feature some of these new styles. What the programming that is in them is sensational, so I've deliberately picked these ones because I don't have to do much. The style does it for me. Over here we have multi-pads. Multi-pads are extra rhythms, if you like, or extra sounds that you can add to your performance. They're either loops or they're phrases, and you can add them, or you can even record your own. And they can be audio loops, so you can have backing vocals or whatever you want on board. Down here we've got a whole heap of functionality, which is like on your phone where you can have shortcuts. And I'll explain those in a sec. Up here tells you what's going on, so I can tell what bar I'm in, what beat I'm in, the tempo, things like that. Beat counter, transposition, even if I connect Wi-Fi to the clock. Over here it's telling me the first piece that you're going to enjoy is Party Rock Anthem. Does anybody know that dance song? I was wondering where the mirror ball was. Party Rock Anthem with the rhythm. These numbers here I mentioned before registration, so rather than me having to find the sounds as I go, I've already got them set up, and I'm going to use my pedal. So as I'm playing, I can go from 1 to 2 to 3. See how I'm doing that? And that enables me not have to worry about having to change while I'm playing. It's a function that's been available for a long time, but it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to take it back to number 1, because we also have assignable buttons on the board now, which means I can assign more things to them. One of the most exciting things we've got is this thing called Chord Looper. Now, when we play our chords, when we play our songs on the keyboard, we're using our left hand to play chords, and that might be playing an accompaniment, whether it's a waltz, a tango, or a dance rhythm. That's fine. My right hand does the melody. In essence, that's how it works. But if I want to play full piano, or if I want to do a solo, and for instance on here we have a little thing called a joystick, which enables me to play a saxophone sound or a guitar sound and bend the sound up or down, so I can do things like all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's not the sound I'm going to use, but I can do that, don't worry. I can't do that because as I'm playing my chords in my left hand, I have to let go. Get the idea? Which means I can't play properly. So this chord looper function is sensational. This chord looper function allows me to record the chords previously or while I'm playing on the fly. Our guitarist friends have had it for years. So our guitarists might be playing and they push a pedal and they record their backing, and then they can play over the top of it. We can't do that. Whereas now I can do that. I can record the chords, and then it'll just play the chords while I do whatever I like. Or I can incorporate it within a registration. So halfway through the song and I do a sax solo, it'll automatically play the chords I've pre-recorded. That's quite amazing if you can grasp that concept. That's a huge thing for keyboards, and a whole heap of other stuff. What I'm going to do is start off by playing this a piece. It's called Party Rock Anthem. I'm using the intros and endings and all that sort of stuff during the song. I'm going to be changing as I go. I'm using multipads, all sorts of things. So, and as I said, the programming in this is quite sensational. And it goes something like this. as you could see, I probably wasn't doing that much, and yet the programming of the song was sensational. Absolutely sensational. The next one I want to feature is a song that I used to play back in the 80s, playing around the clubs, and I remember using one of those Yamaha keyboards, and that was a lot of fun.
Guitar.
Guitar, is that what it was called? Excellent. So this one is a song that's called Everybody Wants to Rule the World by a band called... Thank you, Tears for Fears. Come on, Bradley, get it together. So again, this one, the programming on this stuff is just sensational.